ABV fans, you've got me getting ready to go on camera. The beer tonight is another exclusive one for Tesco's from Brooklyn Brewery, and this is their Butterfly Photobomb. Welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews, everybody. Yes, Butterfly Photobomb comes in, which is what I will call a whopping 8.4% ABV. It is a double IPA. Paid £4 for this, which sounds pricey, but if it's decent, they've got the four. They usually do the 4 for £3, don't they, at Tesco? So you could officially buy 4 of these, and they'll only cost you £3 each. So you could do it that way if it is any good. We'll see if it's worth it in a minute, won't we? Yeah, I'm saying a whopping 8.4 because there's not that many beers in supermarkets. So those sorts of ABVs, you got Brewdog Triple Hazy 9.5. You got their Mr. Present, which is still 9.2. But if you don't like Brewdog beers, you got Ultra Phase, which you can pick up in supermarkets. That's an 8.4. Wyoming, which was all right, but I think my go-to for this sort of ABV, I think it's another 8.4 one, was Wyoming Sheep Range from Sheep Rank. I'll get it right in a minute. Wyoming Sheep Ranch from Buxton, which I think is on my short list of best supermarket beers for this year. That's another 8.4. I think I scored that 9 out of 10. So there are a couple of stronger ones. There's a couple around about the same ABV. Just been to see where this comes out in the old rankings. But we won't know until we drink it, will we? So without further ado, cheers, everybody. Smells nice. Anyway, as it approached my nostrils, this is going to be a high-scoring one. I can tell you now, this is going to be a high-scoring beer. Not sure if it's good enough to ring the bell and get a 10 out of 10, but we'll soon see, won't we? Flavour-wise, it is really nice. It didn't look particularly hazy, which is one reason why I like to look at the beers. It didn't look on the pour. It doesn't look particularly hazy, but it is as smooth as anything. It's really, so it's partly down to there might be some wheat in there. Definitely some oats in there for smoothness. The carbonation is going to help, and I can see some very, very fine carbonation happening in that glass. That's all going to help to make it feel really smooth. Flavour-wise, this beer's got citrus at its heart. So at the very heart of it, it's got a little citrusy, zingy citrusy, zesty even, citrusy, just a little zesty citrus heart. And then around that, it's got little waves of tropical fruit. Ooh, I feel all poetic about it. So wondering what that's supposed to be. I don't even know what that's supposed to be on the front. Don't know. I thought it was. I thought it might have been a bit of a clue to the flavours in it, but I couldn't tell if it was. I think it's just something abstract. Thought at first it was mushrooms, which would be bizarre, and then I thought it might have been butterflies, which I don't think it is either. So I don't know what it is. I think it's little abstracty pictures all the way around it. So brain's going now. One, there's another little flavour in there which I'm trying to get to. And secondly, where does that fit? Like I said, I think the Wyoming Sheep Ranch scored 9. I'm sure I scored it a 9 out of 10. I'm sure I remember it might be 9.5 or something like that. And that went instantly into my little shelf of good beer. Gonna have to give this a mention at the end of the year. So I'm just trying to remember where everything, where all those were, and where this is. I have to say, for 8.4, it's got a surprisingly mild bitterness to it. I'd expect something a little bit more. I would like something a little bit more. It's got a little bit of a punch in there from the alcohol, but it's not overly done. From an alcohol perspective, it just sits nicely. There's a little bit of warming as it goes down the gullet. Yeah, it's a nice beer. I'm just going to have a look to see if this is brewed by them again, or is it brewed by Carlsberg Britvic. I'll never get used to being called Carlsberg. No, it's brewed and canned in Sweden by Brooklyn Stockholm Opco. Oh, trading as. I'm not even going to start to read that. So it looks like it is brewed again by Brooklyn Brewery, and then imported by, it says here, Carlsberg Marston Brewing, obviously Carlsberg Britvic as it is now. So this artwork was obviously approved before then. I should have read this, shouldn't I? Juicy double IPA with notes of freshly peeled tangerines. That's coconut. It's coconut. I can taste. I said there was something in there, didn't I? It's coconut. It's coconutty. Sweet passion fruit, thanks to plenty of Sabro hours. If you've got Sabro, you're going to get your coconut flavours in there. You're going to get those citrus in there. And it's going to start to give you a little bit of that, those tropical notes as well. Now it said it, yeah, coconut. I knew there was a little flavour in there, but I just couldn't, with my head, just couldn't get what it is. But it is coconut. It's nice. On the back end of it is a nice, tasty finish. And what I like with my beers, there's a nice lingering citrusy note and little tropical flavours it tails off as well. This is one of those beers. I'm going to get a few of these. Tomorrow morning on my way to work, I'm going to pick another 4 of these up. It is a nice beer. So would I buy it again? Yes, of course I would. £3 a can. This is an absolute bargain. Yeah, do you know what? It's a really cracking beer. It's tasty. It's well balanced. Not as bold, I don't think, as the Wyoming Sheep Ranch, if I'm being brutally honest. I think that's just a little bit bolder, but it's still a good beer, and it's still worth for me 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Reviews. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Drink responsibly, everybody. Enjoy your beers. Cheers.